and welcome back to another Warframe video. So we just got all 5 of the new Incarnons, and yeah, some of them are super strong. So we'll be going over the strongest of the bunch today, the Sicarus Incarnon. And why am I getting this video out so quickly after this thing's been released? Well, it's already been confirmed by DE that they're probably going to patch this one to make it not as OP, because something is definitely amiss here. So let's go into it. Before we do, though, make sure you're sub to this channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads, everything from build videos, discussion videos, news videos, all that kind of stuff in the right place for Warframe content. And yeah, I did recommend this one in the Incarnon review video to an extent, but now that we know that it might get, like, you know, let's just call it bug fix, you might want to be a little bit careful if you're picking this one. But reminder, too, you can just buy these Incarnons for plat from Cavalera if you prefer to do that. Alright, so the Sicarus Incarnon is going to be for the Sicarus Normal and Sicarus Prime. And the Incarnon form on the Sicarus Incarnon is going to be a chaining ricochet shot. And what is so crazy OP about it right now? Well, it's just doing really ridiculous damage, basically. So, if you see under 1 million damage with this weapon, you probably did something super wrong, or you're chaining a body shot. So, if we were to throw in a couple buffs here, I have seen 700 million damage with this thing before. And it was not even like trying to go for a max damage build. So 43 million damage, 57 million damage, and these are armored Grenier. You could actually do 100k damage with this thing unmodded. So yeah, there's probably something going on here that is making it extremely strong. Just showing that an example of that as well. Here is a contributor to the channel that is using this in the Simulacrum, 138,000 damage. And they are unmodded. They just have the Incarnon perks on there. So, yeah. You are looking at probably the most OP pistol in the game. Like, no questions asked. And it is potentially not going to last like that for very long. So let's just go over what we have here. Because I still think it's going to be really good after they patch it. But it depends how much they're going to patch it down to, like, a lower level, basically. And yes, this thing did just come out a couple hours ago. But they've already said they're going to patch it. So, unfortunate. So let's start off with what this thing does. So bullets will ricochet on this Incarnon form. See, like it's changed like 4 enemies, and I did confirm that punch through does create additional chaining. Also, if you shoot a dead body, you can chain off the dead body too, so it does not require alive targets to chain. Alright, so let's go over all of your Incarnon options on this thing, because there's some pretty interesting, powerful ones. You might have noticed right there, I was getting red crits on the initial target, and like non-crits on the chained targets. Well, King's Gambit is what caused that. The King's Gambit perk is a new Incarnon perk. Increases your base damage by 35, times 0 crit chance on body shots. So if you hit a body shot, it is not a crit. But you'll get 150% increased crit chance on headshots. So you can get crazy headshot damage. And your chaining shots, if they don't go for the head, which they should go for the head, if they hit the body, it will count as a non-crit. But thankfully, since it has like ridiculous damage right now, it doesn't even matter. So the initial target gets like big damage. The other targets get less damage, but still hit hard. If you don't want to go for that one, the more reliable one is going to be Feigned Retreat, giving increased damage, 40% extra increased damage if the enemy is below half health. The thing is, we're killing them with 1 bullet, so we don't even need this. So, yeah, just go with King's Gambit, because we one-shot everything. For the second, the Tier 3 perks, you got Reload. This thing reloads a lot. Reload speed is an option. You got Increased Accuracy as an option. And you got increased magazine size as an option. I personally like to go for the reload, because this thing is just so terrible reload. You reload so much, it's 2-second reload. But increased accuracy is also pretty good, because this thing does have a little bit of a kick to it. So let's just try that one out for a little bit here. And for the final tier evos, we've got Commodore's Fortune, increasing our base crit chance. Now, these other perks are not bad options, especially Wise Man's Regard. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how ridiculous Wise Man's Regard can get on this weapon. So, looking at our current build right now, we've got the Incarnon shot at 201% critical chance and 48% status chance. So, not the best status, but really good crit. If we change to the Wise Man's Regard perk, increases your base status chance by 30% of your current critical chance up to 40%. So, base status chance means the other mods scale off of it. So, let's just go ahead and see how much status chance we have now. So now you can see we have a 137% crit chance, which went down from 200, and we have a 130% status chance. So it's a very nice hybrid setup here for quickly, getting some corrosive procs, getting some heat procs. So you have 2 good options on that final tier, and I'm sure the middle one's not that terrible either for Survivor's Edge. But But yeah, let's just go ahead and keep showing it with this one for now. Let's go over the build. Now, I don't have a way to tell you that anything to explain this Riven roll, but yes, I did roll it all that myself. If you don't have a Riven, throw in a Toxin mod, because I have a Toxin Riven on here that is basically being used, and it'll be the exact same thing. Don't worry, this weapon is so ridiculously strong right now that it's not going to matter at all. But I'm just going to keep my Riven on there for right now, because it's probably just going to get patched out anyway. But as far as the build, we have Jolt on here. You know, let's do it with no Riven, actually. We're going to have Jolt and Pistol Pestilence on here, getting us corrosive damage, and we have Prime Heated Charge, giving fire damage. The big thing about this is that we actually don't really care about the build too much right now because it's just so OP. But once they patch this thing, you want to have your heat weighting on your weapon higher than your corrosive weighting, because you only need 10 corrosive procs, and you want more heat procs after that. Not as big of a deal, but I would just like to recommend to you guys to do that kind of thing. Make sure you have 60/60 corrosive mods and Prime Heated Charge. You could, of course, go the other way around if you want to have Prime Convulsion for more corrosive damage, but yeah, that's not really necessary. This thing can definitely one-shot some Demolists, by the way. Extremely simply. Like, I mean, I am using Caliban to be fair. Caliban's extremely good in Disruption with his rework. We'll have a Caliban video out soon. But yeah, easy one-bullet Demolists. I unfortunately have not been able to do level 10,000 with this thing yet, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see after the patch if it will be as OP, anywhere near as OP as it currently is. Because, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and show the sim with no Riven though, and just a crit corrosive heat build basically. You can do other things like secondary outburst to get more crit. And actually, you guys watched my Magistar video from a couple days ago. I've actually got a couple changes to the Magistar build I'm going to show you as well. Just a little bonus here. So, the Magistar Incarnon Galvanized build, I just changed off one mod. I took off Killing Blow, which wasn't really doing a whole lot, and I put Corrupt Charge on there instead. With this new Magistar build, we have permanent Incarnon and permanent 8x multiplier, as long as we're getting 5 kills, that is. Because the combination of Reflex Steel and Corrupt Charge is like 80 initial combo, and the Magistar Incarnon has more initial combo too, so really good stuff. Alright, so let's just go ahead and show the Sicarus on these guys with no Riven now, and we can actually throw on some, like, you know, Nourish buffs and all that kind of stuff too if we feel it. So, no Incarnon form, not the best. Incarnon form, the best. So we're hitting 3 million with no Riven, 17 million with no Riven. As you can see, pretty nasty, and you're getting like really, really nasty heat procs too. Through enemy armor, 155k. This is definitely the strongest pistol in the game, guys. It just really depends on what DE's gonna do to it. Are they gonna ruin it? They're gonna put the Sicarus Prime in the ground, or are they gonna let the Sicarus Prime still be super strong, but maybe not as blatantly OP as right now? We will find out soon. But either way, guys, I want to make sure you guys are aware of how ridiculously strong this weapon is before it potentially gets patched out tomorrow or soon or something like that. So, yeah, the strongest Incarnon we've gotten in a while, but who knows for how long. And as far as the Caliban build, we got, I'll do a full Caliban video, but we got Casting Speed Shards, Power Shrink Shards, and Equilibrium with Nourish and some Shield Regen. No real buffs here, just the debuff of Sentient Wrath and some Armor Strip and Nourish. So, pretty powerful stuff there. But yeah, I just want to get a quick video out for you guys. The Magistar, again, like I said earlier, it's a little bit of a new build. It can definitely get the job done. Just get a couple kills and you're good to go. And you'll be good for permanent 8x. I know a lot of people ask me about the Magistar video, like, hey, why are you running this mod, that mod? It's truly because I just didn't think about it enough. I just want to get Koumei out of the way, and I just want to bring an OP build. Now that we have these new galvanized mods, this is extremely nice. So now that we have that multiplier, we just jump back on them with the Magistar, and it should be pretty much just easy pickings, basically. Now we're 8x, permanent Incarnon, as you can see. Now they're not actually dead, but that's where, you know, you throw in Nourish, you throw in this, you throw in that. And you got lots of red crit AoEs. Lots of extremely OP weapons coming out recently, I've noticed. And especially with some of these new galvanized mods, you just got so much power to unleash. It's really, really fun, honestly. So, enjoy your Incarnon while you can. We'll see. I'll do an update on it, how nerfed it gets at some point. But yeah, King's Gambit is crazy strong to go with the headshots, but the other one will be totally fine too, guys. So I'll see you guys next time. And yeah, enjoy your OP gun. Take it easy. Peace.